I bet you're real proud of yourself, Sheila.
You better get out of here, RJ, right now before Hank gets back here.
This was supposed to be our night. We were going to have one real hot time. Now, you didn't play fair. You dropped something in my drink, and then you tear up my place.
Yeah, that's right. And it was worth it. I found everything I was looking for.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah. The video, the articles. Oh, you know, the ones connecting Hank to the university break-in. I've got them. That's right, RJ. Your game is over. And you lost.
What does it say, St. Alex? They don't believe in sending postcards?
Well, postcards don't feature the smiling face of Alex Oltl Buchanan.
I don't know. I was kind of getting used to her being gone.
Really? So was I. The person who invented overnight mail obviously doesn't realize how nice it is not to have to look at another smiling face of old Alex.
No, wait. Where is that? Is that Morocco or is that Algeria?
Oh, I don't know. Someplace like that. Some honeymoon, huh?
Yeah, I guess.
Well, at least Pa's still smiling.
Yes, sir.
Well, you want me to come out in the garage with you and help you unload?
No, you can't do that. I got Christmas presents out there. Some of them are for you.
Oh,
I don't want you
Christmas
snooping around.
shopping. I haven't even started mine yet.
Ooh, better get a move on. Ooh, I tell you what, once you get that, I'm gonna go unload the car. I'll be back in a couple minutes.
All right. Hey, you two, come on in.
Hey, Dad.
Listen, there's something you ought to know.
Don't bother. I know why you're here.
You do?
Mm-hmm. You're fretting about your old dad, all worried about how he's holding up now that your mother's married to another man. Well, you can just relax. You don't have to worry about me. I'm doing fine. So now tell me, how was the wedding anyway? Everything come off all right?
There wasn't any wedding.
What?
Son got really sick. He collapsed.
He collapsed?
Yeah.
Well, where is he now?
They rushed him to the hospital. It doesn't look good, Dad.
Don't be silly. We've just postponed our wedding, that's all.
You know better than that, so do I.
Don't, please.
Vic, I don't want to die here in this place. Take me home. Take me to Tidewater.
All right. I'll take you to Tidewater, I promise you.
When?
When? Soon. Soon, as soon as you're a little bit better and stronger.
That may not happen. You have to face it, this may be it. Do this one thing for me. Take me back to Tidewater tonight.
When I heard what happened to Sloan, I knew that I'd find you here.
Look, I need to be here right now, so I don't think I should be talking to you.
I know you've got a lot of things on your mind, Joe, but we really can't leave things the way that we did.
Well, I really don't want to be thinking about all this right now, okay?
And when?
I don't know. I don't even know if I ever want to see you again.
I can't believe that you mean what you just said. How can you possibly throw away our relationship without hearing my side of the story?
Look, Dorian, I'm really upset right now.
Of course you're upset. You're upset about a lot of things, but I know that one of the things you're upset about is the fact that I called your mother during the wedding and told her that you were with me. As I tried to tell you before, I did it for your sake.
Yeah, that's what you said.
Joe, you were so worried that she was going to delay the wedding until you got there. So while you were in the shower, I got it into my head to call her up and tell her that you were with me. I had no idea that she would come to my house, that she would walk right into my bedroom.
Yeah, you said that too.
Joe, despite your mother's insinuations, I did not want her to catch us together. My goodness, it was as painful for me as it was for you or for your mother, maybe more so, because I care about you so much. You believe me, don't you?
I'll tell you the truth, Dorian, I don't know what to believe right now. But that doesn't matter. The thing is, all that matters right now is that Sloan is sick. Really sick. So I'm going to be here for my mom. Especially after that argument we had. I want her to know she can count on me when she needs me.
Oh, of course your mother does need you. But, Joe, I need you too. We need each other. And deep down, you know that's true.
Well, that doesn't matter right now, because all that matters
It's
is
all
that
right,
Sloan...
Liz. I know, darling. I know Sloan is ill, and I feel terrible about that. But really, you can't throw away what we have
Look, Dorian,
found
maybe
together.
you should just go right now. My mom's in there with Sloan, and if she were to come out and see you here, just wouldn't be the best thing for her.
Fine. I'll go. But we will talk about this. And soon.
Vicky.
I'm still here. I'm not going anywhere.
Did I ask you about going on Tidewater tonight?
Yes, you did, darling. I haven't talked to Larry about it yet. I didn't want to leave you.
Please make this happen. I can't die here like this.
I understand. I really do. And I promise you I will do everything I can to take you home as soon as possible.
When?
Soon. Tonight, all right? But you need to get some rest now, okay? That's the best thing for you.
I didn't sleep well last night. I was just nervous. I was scared, like a kid before his first date. Our wedding would have been a dream come true for me.
For me, too.
Last thing I would have done in my life, and the best. Just another dream, not meant to be.
No, you're wrong. You're wrong, sweetheart. It is meant to be, and it will happen.
Oh, yeah.
We are going to be married. I promise you that.
You know, I make a pretty good living out of knowing how to read people. But you fooled me bad, girl.
Did I?
Yeah. I had you pegged for a straight shooter. I was wrong, wasn't I? I mean, you come on to me, and then you knock me out. It takes guts. I didn't think you had it in you.
You pushed me to it.
I did.
You were blackmailing me. Either I went to bed with you or you'd show everybody the tape of Hank during the break-in.
And the murder. Don't forget the murder part.
And you don't forget. I only did this to protect Hank. Otherwise, believe me, I wouldn't get anywhere near you.
You're breaking my heart. So, what'd you do with that tape?
You're too late, RJ. I burned it. Along with all those little press clippings you had.
What? Well, you telling me they're gone?
Every shred of evidence that you had. Up in smoke. Your game is over, RJ. Now get out of here before Hank gets back.
Well, I'm the first to admit when I lose. Oh, but Since you had so much fun burning that tape, here's another one to add onto the fire. Look kind of familiar, hmm? Just like the one you stole from my place. Now, didn't Brother Hank ever tell you stealing's against the law, Sheila?
Anybody can put a label on the tape. You could be bluffing.
Go ahead. Pop it in the VCR. You'll see the same old show. Oh, when you're done, burn it. If you want, I'll even help you feed the fire. And you didn't give me much credit. You think I'm stupid enough to only have 1 or 2 copies of that laying around? There's plenty more where that came from, baby. Plenty more. I tried to be nice about this.
Nice?
Yeah, I offered you a fair deal. And I'd have kept my little secret forever. All you had to do was be sweet to me, like I asked you. But you had to go and mess with me. You broke the rules.
Your rules?
I have the goods, I make the rules, and you broke them. Now, I don't have any choice.
What are you talking about?
Well, I'm gonna go home now. Call a messenger and make sure that a couple of copies of that action-adventure flick starring Hank the Cannon Gannon are delivered directly to Landview's finest.
Look, RJ, please.
Yeah. And probably a couple of copies for the press, too. You know, TV loves that expose stuff. And in a couple of hours, everybody's gonna know all about Hank's secret past. Even Rachel. Oh, yeah. Yeah, she'll probably have a nice little cry about it, too. And you have no one to blame but yourself, Sheila.
RJ, wait, you can't do this!
Sure I can.
Look, I know how much you hate Hank, but what you're doing to him, I mean, to everybody, even Rachel, it's wrong! Can't you just stop this? Don't stop doing this to your brother!
No. I can't stop now. I'm enjoying this way too much. Bye, Sheila.
And then they rushed him to the hospital. He looked really terrible. It was so scary.
I'll bet it was. What about your Uncle Larry? Did he have any idea about what had happened to Sloan?
He didn't say much.
He just wanted to rush him to the hospital as fast as he could.
Of course. How about your mother? How was she holding up?
She was real shook up.
She went in the ambulance with Sloan. She stayed pretty quiet. I think she was in shock.
I don't doubt it. My God, this was supposed to be your wedding day.
We were on our way over to the hospital, you know, to see if she needs us.
I'm sure she does.
Yeah. Joey's already over there with Tina and David.
Well, at least she's surrounded by all the people she cares about and all the people she loves. And that's good. I mean, that's the way it should be.
Yeah. Well, we knew that you'd want to know what was happening.
Well, I appreciate that. Thanks, Kevin.
Yeah.
Well, you better get over, see your mother. I'm sure she needs you.
We'll let you know as soon as we hear anything.
Thank you. Look, Jess, you be strong for your mother, you hear me?
I'll try.
No, trying's not good enough. You just do it. Okay? Tell her I'm thinking about her.
We will.
Hey, what are you two doing here? The wedding over already?
Well, why don't you two run along? I'll explain that to Cord.
Yeah, thanks.
All right, take it easy. We'll see you.
Okay.
What happened?
Well, I'll tell you what didn't happen. Vicky and Sloan's wedding.
What? Clinton, I was there. They were ready. They were raring to go.
Yeah, I know, right up until the time that Sloan collapsed.
Oh, boy. How bad is it?
Bad enough to rush him to the hospital. You know, for a long time, I've been hoping and praying that this wedding would never happen. That it would never take place. I guess now you could say that I got what I hoped for, but this isn't what I meant. I mean, this isn't what I wanted. Not this way. All I can think about now is what a rotten break this is for Sloan. And how badly Vicky must be hurting right now.
Look, I know how difficult things are for you right now, and I guess probably the best thing for me is to be as straightforward
Just
with
the
you
truth.
as possible.
Does my father have a chance of bouncing back or not?
Andrew.
Your father is a fighter, Andrew. But after what happened today, I'm afraid there's been a lot of deterioration, and he's very weak right now, possibly too weak to recover.
Andrew, what is it? Has something changed?
It doesn't look good. I know it's difficult to say exactly how much time do you think he has?
You're right, it is hard to say. Maybe weeks, maybe more. Given his condition, it could be less, too.
I'm so sorry.
I'd like to go see my father now. Is that all right?
Absolutely, I think it's the best thing.
Vicky, I know this is awful for you. Is there anything you need?
No, nothing really.
Can I get you anything? Coffee?
No,
something?
darling, thank you, nothing. Actually, I just need to talk to Larry for a minute. Would you excuse me?
Sure, I'll go find David and tell him what's going on. And if you need me, I'm here.
Thank you, honey. I really appreciate it.
You do a good job of acting strong, Vicky, but I know what you're going through right now.
Well, that doesn't matter, does it? Sloan's asked me to do something for him, and I need your help, Larry.
Sure, I'll do whatever you want. What is it?
He knows that this could be it. That he's dying. He doesn't want to die here, Larry. He doesn't want to die in the hospital. He wants to go home to Tidewater.
Well, when?
Now, tonight.
Vicky, I'm sorry, that's out of the question. You see what he's like now. It could only get worse.
But Larry, I mean, as long as there's no chance of recovery, why deny him this last request? Let him go home and die at home with dignity.
Vicky, if he traveled right now, he wouldn't even make it to Tidewater. The trip alone could kill him.
But he will die if he stays here, so what difference does it make? Why can't we just give him some happiness before we lose him?
I am trying to do what's best for Sloan. I can't authorize a trip which could certainly cause him pain and might even end his life.
So that's it? Case closed?
No, it's not. No. I mean, if there's just any sign of improvement, I would reconsider. But as for moving him tonight, I'm sorry. I can't do it.
I know what I'll do.
Mom, wait.
God. He probably has 100 of these. Oh, just do what you gotta do, Sheila.
Whoa, hey,
Hank.
where you going?
Hey, I didn't think you were coming back so soon.
Well, I didn't expect to find you walking out. I thought we were going to have a special night tonight.
I know, but something came up at the hospital. crisis, and I just really have to get over there right away.
Oh, boy. You see, if it's not one thing, it's another.
Yeah, well, it could take a while, but I'll be back as soon as I can, okay?
Whoa, wait a minute. Hey, are you all right? You seem a little upset.
It's just this thing at the hospital, you know, a mammoth staffing problem, and, well, I think I can take care of it if I get it over there right away.
All right, well, get to it, sweetheart, but hey, I'll see you later, all right?
Okay. Are we in the morning?
Yep.
Okay, bye-bye.
Okay. Hey, Sheila, baby, I love you.
I love you, too. I love you more than anything in this world.
Heard about Sloan. Came right over. How's he doing?
Not well, Joey. Not well at all.
I feel terrible that this happened. Especially today. I know how much you wanted to marry Sloan. How important that wedding was to you.
Thank you for being here now, Joey.
If there's anything you need, just ask.
There's one thing. If you would find Jessica and Kevin for me, please. There's something I need to tell all three of you as soon as possible. Would you be able to do that for me, please?
Sure.
Thanks, honey. I'm gonna go sit with him again.
I'm sorry, Mom. I'm so sorry. I know how upset you were back at Dorian's. I'm so sorry for everything that happened there.
Honey, we both said a lot of things.
I'm talking about what I said. I mean, about Dorian and how we feel about each other. I'm talking about all this. It's all my fault.
All what?
You held up your wedding to come find me at Dorian's, right? Right? If it wasn't for me, things wouldn't have happened this way. You and Sloan would have already been married.
Sweetheart, don't blame yourself for this. He's very, very sick. This would have happened anyway.
But I made things worse for you, Mom. You probably don't even want me here.
Oh, Joseph, please. You could not be more wrong, honey. Listen, there is a lot we need to discuss, okay, about you and Dorian. But to not want you here. You are my son. I always want you here. I need you here. I meant what I said to you at Dorian's house. No matter what you do, nothing will ever change the fact that I love you. I love you so much.
I love you too, Mom.
Oh.
I'm sorry.
You know, Cord, of all the things I've had to do in my life, doing nothing is the hardest of them all.
What do you mean?
Well, I mean that every time Vicky's had a problem, I've been right there. I've been by her side. I mean, even after we split up. Like when she was having that trouble last summer with Jessica. I was right there. I helped her through it. Now she's going through one of the worst times of her life, and there's absolutely nothing I can do to help her. It just doesn't sit well with me.
So why don't you do something?
Like what? What the hell can I do?
Go to the hospital. Look, Clint, you know that that's what you want to do. Go see Vicky. See how she's doing. Hey, if nothing else, tell her you'll take Jessica for the night, all right? She doesn't need to worry about her, too.
Well, that's true enough. She shouldn't have to worry about Jessie right now. Or anything else, for that matter.
Right. So go ahead. Why don't you go do it?
It's supposed to be her wedding day, Cord. I'm her ex-husband.
What are you saying? It might feel a little uncomfortable? Well, it might feel real uncomfortable, Clint. But the bottom line here is, you know that Vicky will be glad to see you there.
Hmm.
Well, look, it's getting kind of late. Sorry to do this, but I got to split.
Well, what are you off to?
I'm going to Serenity Springs. I've got some things to take over there, a few business things, and then I'm going to be meeting up with Blair.
Oh, is that a fact? This a date?
I am seeing her now, okay? And I don't want to hear another word about it.
I wasn't fixing to.
Good. Actually, I got a lot of work to do. Make plans for Max and Luna coming back. Come back from Spain tomorrow. I guess this second honeymoon of theirs was quite a thing.
I'm glad things worked out for him.
Yeah. Listen, I'm thinking that I might take Blair over to the hospital a little later to see Vicky. Will we see you there?
I don't know, Cord.
At least think about it, okay? I know it'll help Vicky, and it might make you feel better yourself.
Well, that may be. But if I did go over there, I just wouldn't want Vicky to get the wrong idea about why I was doing it.
The wrong idea?
Mm-hmm.
How could you possibly get that?
What do you mean?
I think Vicky already knows how you feel about her.
Never, never, ever think, not for one moment, that I could ever stop loving you.
I don't want to fight like that with you again.
Oh, honey, I love you so.
I didn't find David. I found these two. That's good. Sorry it took so long. Sorry. I stopped by Dad's on the way over.
Yeah, we just thought you ought to know what was happening.
Oh, isn't that nice? I think he probably appreciated that a lot.
Yeah. Tina just told us what Uncle Larry said about Sloan's condition.
He's very, very sick, Kevin. He may not recover.
Oh, Mom.
I'm so sorry.
Thank you, honey.
Yeah. Is there anything that you need us to do?
Yes, actually, there is something. I need... Oh, good. I need all of you to help me, though.
Anything you want, you just ask.
Actually, this isn't something that I just want. It's something I need to do. But I need all of you to help me. Especially you, Andrew.
What would you like me to do?
How would you feel about performing that little wedding ceremony you never got around to doing earlier?
Here?
Right here.
Oh, yeah. Hey, it's my wedding day. It seems to me there should be a wedding, right? It doesn't matter if it's in a house or a hospital, does it? What matters is that Sloan and I get married today as we planned. As I promised him. And who knows, maybe the wedding will make him stronger. Will maybe give him a reason to keep fighting.
Yeah, that's right. That's right. We gotta keep him fighting.
I want us to be husband and wife. It's something we've waited for so long. So what do you say, Reverend? Will you do it?
I'd be honored to do it if it's all right with Larry.
Kidding me? It's better than all right. It's a great idea. Better than any medication I could prescribe.
Beautiful and very romantic. When do we start?
Well, I tell you what, I better go check with the groom first.
Oh, I think I know exactly what he's gonna say.
I hope so, but you never know. Did he ask for me? He's been asleep the whole time. Thank you. Sloan, I'm sorry, darling.
Did you talk to Larry? Are we going back to Tidewater tonight?
We're going soon, but there's something kind of important we have to do here first.
What's that?
Hey, you and I had an agreement. I'm not going to let you out of it this easily.
What are you talking about?
Darling, will you marry me? Here, now.
Here? That would make me happier.
I love you.
Hey, Blair, what are you doing here? I wasn't expecting you until later.
Hi, Cord.
Hi, you look terrific.
Thank you. We're all alone, you know.
We are?
Yeah.
Wait, where's Kathy?
I sent her home.
You did?
It is quitting time, Mr. Roberts.
It is. Oh, boy, that means I'm running late. I had to go check out some problems with the villas. So what have you been up to?
I'm just trying to make myself beautiful. Now, how did I do?
Oh, you succeeded. But even though this place looks like it's closed, my work is just getting started. I may be here till midnight, honey. I'm sorry.
Or later.
Later? Blair?
What?
What are you up to?
Anything you want.
Oh, yeah? What brought this on?
Can a girl get some ideas and get you all to herself? Huh?
Yeah, she sure can.
Yeah.
The problem is, I've got all this paperwork to take care of before I can go out and play.
You don't have to go out to play.
Oh? I need those papers, Blair.
These papers? Come and get them. Come get them.
Yeah, I'm holding for Sheila Price. But I've been on hold for 5 minutes. But she's not answering her page. What? Well, I tried calling her office, but there's no answer there either. What? You haven't seen her at the hospital all evening? All right, great, thanks. Thanks. Bye.
Miss Price. What a surprise. What a sweet surprise. Well, come on in. You're just in the nick of time. I was just about to call a messenger to make some special deliveries. See, the police commissioner, the press, and sweet little Rachel.
I'm asking you, RJ. No, I'm begging you. Don't make me do this.
I'm not making you do anything. You chose to come here, and you can choose to walk right out. It's totally up to you. I don't make my women do anything.
What kind of man are you?
I'll find out, Sheila. I see you're all tense, but you ought to know by now I'm not going to do anything to stop you from walking out. In fact, call Hank right now and tell him everything. Go on. Pick up the phone, call the brother, and tell him what mean old RJ's making you do. What's wrong, Sheila? You having second thoughts about breaking the bad news to Hank and watching his life go down the drain?
I don't know why you would hate your brother so much. But I do know this. Your hatred goes deeper than anything I've ever seen. But let me tell you something, RJ. My love for Hank is stronger than that. Much stronger. And no matter how you touch me, or what you might do to me, nothing will ever change how much I love your brother. You got that?
You're wasting my time, baby. Let's see the good stuff.
Salute. I just can't wait to tell everybody how much in love we are, including my mother. I'm gonna make her see you through my eyes. I'm gonna make everybody see you through my eyes. To see my beautiful Dorian.
Come on, Blair. Give me those papers.
I told you could have them. You know where they are.
Well,
Just gotta come get them.
I'm trying.
Oh,
Whoa.
not hard enough.
Brad, come on. Whoa. Gotcha.
Oh. You know where they are.
Yes, I do.
Come and get them.
Okay. How's that?
You are gonna have to go a lot further than that to find what you're looking for.
Okay.
I thought you wanted the papers.
No, they're not so important right now. Oh, just go in front.
Somebody here? Hey!
Thank you, darling.
Okay, first of all, let's make sure the best man here has the rings.
Oh, I do.
Okay.
Well, isn't that Vicky and Sloane's line? I'm just guessing here, but...
Have a little deja vu. Do we have everybody that we need?
Wait, where's Tina? I haven't...
Oh,
I'm sorry. I looked all over for David. I can't find him anywhere.
Well, much as I'd like David to be here, I'm certainly not going to wait for him. We're not going to delay this wedding one more second.
Here, Mom. These are for you. Please. I got them at the gift shop. They're not much, but...
Perfect. You are so sweet to think of this. Thank you. Thank you. How about you? You ready?
Oh, I'm ready. Never been more ready.
Well then, Reverend Carpenter, we are ready.
Dearly beloved, we have come together in the presence of God to witness and bless the joining together of this man and this woman in holy matrimony.